Good afternoon, welcome back to Crafters TV. I'm Tim Britton, I'm going to be with you for the next hour and it has been an absolute pleasure to be with you so far this morning. And if you are just tuning in and you're brand new, or if you're not brand new but you're sort of tuning in for the day, don't adjust your screens, I am supposed to be here. I haven't just walked in off the street. I'm not some kind of waif or stray. So I've been welcomed into the Crafters family and I'm now really lucky that I'm going to be able to join you and be with you for a little bit longer. And I'm not on my own. They haven't left me completely free range. I have got the wonderful Leann on the other side of the studio, who is looking gorgeous as ever. It's been a while. It's been years since I've seen Leann. But
it's been a few years, too many years to mention, but it just feels like a blink of the eye, which is a bit scary. I
must admit, we are just falling back into having quite a lot of conversation and chit-chat about almost anything and everything, which is thoroughly welcome. And I welcome that from you as well. So over the next hour, we are obviously in our masterclass where we're going to try and learn a little bit more, and we were getting some amazing tips and tricks earlier on from Leann, but hopefully we're going to dive into a little bit more detail. So if you do have any questions, fire your questions through, but also I've asked everyone to send in pictures of their most recent projects that they have been creating. So if you've completed something or you've got something that you're kind of partially working on, send your pictures through. Emails down the bottom here, and then I will try to show them off. And also, if you are just tuning in, I'd love to know where you're watching from, and I'd love you to welcome me into the team. So you can kind of comment in your socials or wherever you're following us from YouTube or on Facebook. Right, let's dive into the first item that we're actually going to be focusing on through our masterclass, which is going to be this collection. So this is your retro alphabet and number stopper, showstopper collection that we've got. In the UK, it is going to be £27.19, and if you are over in the US of A, it's going to be $37.19 for you. So starting with the 12 by 12 of the cardstock that you've actually got included here. So you've got 35 pieces, sorry. Now, I just heard that. Is that a beer that you've just cracked open?
Well, you know, needs must.
Okay, right. So it's one of those kind of days. Don't worry, we're all here. So let's have a quick flick through the cardstock that you've got. You can see that the kind of B side is all the dotted kind of polka dots, the multicolour polka dots that you've got. But then you've got the wonderful kind of, let me spin it around this way, it might make a bit more sense. Then you've got the wonderful zigzags. We saw this a little bit earlier on in the day where we made some bags from it. And you get 12 designs with 4 of each. Is that right, Leann? 12 designs, 4 of each?
Yes, I believe so. How many? Let me show me the front of the pad, Tim. Yes, it'll tell you on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5 designs, 7 of each.
There you go.
You learn something if you just open your eyes, Tim. That's what Leann wanted to say, open your eyes.
Not at all, never.
Then you've got the wonderful rainbows, and then one of my faves is coming up. I love this.
Yeah, me too.
I love that pattern, I love it. Really reminds me of gumdrop buttons. Don't quite know why, but... And then this, really fun, that makes me think a little bit kind of clown-esque. But this is that retro design, that feel. You've got a couple more patterns in there as well, and these graduating lines. Okay, which I love, kind of spur out from the side like sun lines. By the way, did everyone watch the eclipse last night? Did everyone get to see the eclipse and try to get some good pictures of it? You do get the dies included here as well. You've got the numbers and you've got the alphabet included here. So you can use these for all of your different projects, however you want to design them, however you want to show them up. I'm going to give you a quick little look here on the cards of what you've actually got. So this is the idea of them, and we did some wonderful designs. That's the royal we. Leann did some wonderful designs earlier on where she was cutting out the lettering and making some great kind of projects up for you. So if you want that retro feel, if you've got birthdays for someone and you want that kind of specific name and age onto it, or if you want to do something quite quirky, I was saying I quite like the idea of using the retro letters and like a nice positive like affirmation or word, like keep going, never stop, dream big, or something like that, and then doing a really lovely kind of almost like postcard of it, and then putting that into a frame and putting them up onto your wall, something bright and vibrant and positive. I like the idea of going for that. Now, please do make sure you have a look on our website as well, because we have got a whole host of products on some sensational deals available at the moment. So go to the website, check out all the different bits. Maybe you need to top up on some of the staples, maybe it's some cardstock, pens, tape, whatever it might be. But have a look, because you might be able to buy some extras. Maybe you've already got this collection, but you're thinking you could do some extra crafting with the kids, the grandkids, friends, family, anything like that. this could be the perfect option for you. But let's have a look at some of the finished samples that you might be able to create to give you a bit of inspiration for this retro kit that we've got.
Yeah, I really love these. And do you know what? I'm loving your idea about creating framed artwork with this retro alphabet, because it's definitely trending on things like Etsy and Pinterest.
Yeah,
You're
for
seeing
sure.
a lot of this type of style, I have to say. We're saying it's retro, but it's like a new retro, isn't it? It's coming back into style. People are absolutely loving it. We made this in the show earlier, so if you want to see how to make a beautiful big gift bag like this using the papers, then go have a look at that show, because I give you the full template, and you can watch that back straight away now because we've changed how we're doing that. You've got a little detachable bookmark on here, so this then becomes a gift as well as the gift inside. Love the fact that we can customise who that's for. Again, you could just do something lovely like this, Fab Dad. I'm sure all of your dads are fab at home, and brilliant to let them know that.
I think I like the idea of that, because you can like just spread a bit of love, you know, send something just saying, do you know what, thanks Dad, just for being Dad, you know that. I mean, if it was my dad, I might need to add a note on the bottom that says be quicker on the phone.
Yes.
He does like to linger on the phone, and he always goes, like caller ID, we all know this now, it's been there for donkey's years, and my dad goes, hi Tim, Dad. I know it's you, Dad, always. I love you, Pops, though, I do.
Of course you do. So brilliant to be able to do that. Could be Fab Mum, Fab Son, Fab Daughter, Fab Granddaughter, Fab, whoever it is. Or if you're unfortunate, you could even write on there, not Fab Dad. Do better. Anyway.
Must try harder.
Try harder, Dad. And then we've got something fabulous like this, like a really beautiful, big, circle easel card using our oversized nesting dies that we got in birthday last year, and you love these, and this is going to be our masterclass today. I'm going to show you how, using your large circle dies, make such a fabulous statement piece. And actually this could be a photograph in the middle of there with a customization of a name on there. If you wanted to.
I like that.
Like
nice.
for a wedding, if someone having a retro wedding or a retro anniversary.
We had some pictures come through of some of you and your lovely furry friends, and we were talking about dogs earlier on. You could put a lovely like picture in there, maybe of a dog you, like your dad or your mum or someone had when they were a kid.
Yeah. With
that
their
would
name
be a lovely
underneath.
way to kind of remember.
Absolutely. So many lovely ways of using them. I love, love, love it. So we've got that. Then we've got this brilliant Z-fold card, which is incredible. So we've got a 1956 of the year of birth. This person's 70 and they're a little bit vintage, but fabulous, I'm absolutely sure. And you know, you were talking earlier, Tim, and I really do love this idea. I wish I had a piece, and we need to make a piece of artwork framed using this alphabet. I think it's incredible. You could do all of the positive animation, but you could make it fun as well.
Yeah.
Because one of my favourite sayings is, and I really feel I want to make it now for my kitchen wall, what if the hokey cokey really is what it's all about?
Oh, I do like that.
What if the hokey cokey, or the hokey pokey if you're in America, they don't call it the hokey cokey in America?
Why?
You know, oh, the hokey cokey, it's the hokey pokey.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell everybody, tell Tim in the comments I'm right. It's not the hokey cokey like it is in the UK, it's the hokey pokey.
If you called it the hokey pokey in the UK, it might have a whole different meaning.
A whole different meaning and a whole different piece of artwork, I have to say. But what if it is what it's all about? You could do song lyrics. Do you know what I mean? Kill yourself with it. It's going to be gorgeous. I really want to see all those things coming up. And then you can do gorgeous little treat boxes as well. And just have treats for you in there. My husband has a little box and it's got a granddad's treat tin on there.
Nice.
You could actually make your own.
Yeah.
And in there he's got all of the things. He's got Freddo frogs, Tunnocks tea cakes, little boxes of Smarties, he's got blue ribbon biscuits, he's got all the things. And when the girls come in, they're just looking for granddad's treat tin. You could make a treat tin in the house for the visitors, couldn't you? And customise it on the top. So many things you can do with just an incredible collection.
Okay, yeah, lovely. I love it. I think there's loads of ideas. Now, I do have some comments from you. Some more of you are tuning in, which is lovely. So we've got Leann. Leann's back in. Hi, Tim, the talented Leann, the amazing CTV team, the wonderful social superstar Jan, and everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Absolutely. I'm thoroughly enjoying my day. Jean-Marie is in. Hi again, lovely Tim, and hi to the gorgeous Leann. Mary Beth, good morning, everyone from Minnesota. Evelyn, now I do apologise if when I try and do an accent, it's nothing like your accent. I don't mean anything by it. It's just I'm not very good at them. So Evelyn says, hello from Colorado. I want to go to Colorado so badly.
Me too.
Laurie Barnett, I'm watching from Gilbert, Arizona. Beautiful morning here because it rained last night. Coffee is brewing and watching CTV with all you amazing friends. Carol Garwood, good morning everyone from Rapid City. SD, what's SD? San Diego. I got it, San Diego. Stephanie Theodos. Good morning and welcome Tim, Leann, Social Superstar, CTV team and friends from Farmingdale, New Jersey. And it's going to be a beautiful day. I love this. You all do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. I love that, Cinder Condell. Hello everyone from Hillary and Holly Collie. Oh, this is great. I'm loving the interactions. This is fab. Thank you so much for joining in. Now, I do just kind of want to so were we going to recap this or was it a different alphabet or is Leann... Oh, she's kind of ready. She's almost laid out and prepped. There was me thinking I was going to have to buy some time. I was maybe even getting warmed up. No, we'll save that for later on.
You did a very good Jersey accent there, Joyzy.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's the only one I can do.
That's it, though. See, the thing is, I start saying, so New Jersey. How do I carry on? I don't know how to keep it going.
Neither do I. I don't know either. That's all I can say.
I need keywords for the accents.
Me
New
too.
Jersey.
That's like my Scottish accent. I can do hot chocolate.
Hot
chocolate. And I can do sausage. Square sausage. No, I can't. Just do sausage. Sausage, square. And I would do square Geordie. Sausage, Scottish. That's all I can do. Hot for hot. And I've got a friend from Glasgow and we've been friends for 28 years. You'd think I'd know a few more words. I know Peely Wally. If something's Peely Wally, it's just insipid and horrible.
So I did learn how to speak some Welsh.
Oh, like proper Welsh?
Yeah, so diolch yn fawr.
Oh.
That means thank you.
That's good.
And then apparently rwydach yn cariad means like you are my love or you are my affection.
Oh, I love that.
Araf, slow, it's written on the road everywhere. And then tide, which I think means like grandad. And then I do know another word, but it's rude.
We
so
don't
I can't
say
that
that
one.
No.
So we won't say that one.
Well, the only Welsh I know is, whose coat is that jacket? That's all I know.
Who's?
Yeah,
what?
or if you're going to do a Geordie accent, if you want to try a Geordie accent, you have to say Kawasaki and Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa, Kawasaki.
Kawasaki.
And
I saw
the
an
word
Oompa Loompa on a
no.
Kawasaki.
No.
I like that. No.
No, they're perfect.
No.
Absolutely perfect.
Right.
There you go. Right, anyway, here we go. Less of the accents, more of the demonstration in the masterclass. If I've offended anybody at home with my accents, I apologise profusely. It's with love and laughing with you. That's what that is. Or you're laughing at me, actually. So it's entertainment. Let's call it that. I have got our big set of nesting dies here. You got these in birthday, you absolutely love them, and I'm using the circles. So if you've got them at home already, that's what I'm using. And then I've lifted out to show you what I have done and prepared, because you don't need to see me running the paper through the machine. You want to see how to assemble the card.
Yes.
So this one is the largest, and you can use any that fits on your piece of card. The size of these is irrelevant. You just need 4 different ever-decreasing circles. Okay,
Right, gotcha.
so this is the largest, this is smaller, this is smaller, this is smaller, in that order. For the largest one, you're going to cut 3 circles from the white cardstock. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you need 3 of the largest. Then you need 1 each of the ever-decreasing colours.
Right.
In fact, actually, I've told you with Fibberoo, you need 2. So you need 2 yellow, 2 white, 2 patterned. All right, so you're going to cut those out and then you're ready to start making your project.
Right.
So we're going to move these to the side and then start assembling. Pop them there, and here we go. Now, with your 3 circles, 2 of them will remain flat and unscored. And then this one is going to create for you the hinged piece of your easel card.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
okay,
the
I gotcha.
mechanism at the back here. That's what you're going to create with that 3rd piece. Okay, so we're going to score it at 1 inch in from the edge. Do you know what? An inch doesn't matter. It could be half an inch, could be 2 inches. It's pretty irrelevant. The difference...
What's an inch between friends?
Exactly right. The difference it's going to make is how far down here on the hinge you cover up your design.
Right.
So I've just done an inch so that it hasn't lost too much here. But if you don't mind losing a little bit more and you make it more than an inch, you haven't ruined it, doesn't matter, just work with it.
Okay.
All right, so that's what that's for. And then this bit is important. This has to be exactly in half. So you're going to score it and fold it exactly in half, and then an inch from the edge. And then when we're scoring and folding, you're going to burnish really well your score lines, because that's what gives you lovely crisp folds and a lovely stand up straight, no giraffe legs not falling away on the mantelpiece.
Right,
yep.
okay.
And then you fold back this one. So what we've got is a mountain fold here and a valley fold here.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, so we've got that. And that's going to get glued to one of the flat pieces, because that will give us our mechanism. The glue goes on this inch fold only. If you glue anywhere else, you're going to end up with a really attractive coaster, and you don't want that. Okay. And then you just line up your circle and push that down. And that's created the hinge. Okay, I've just done that too soon, so I'm now taking it off. Bear with me. I should have done a step. I got carried away with myself
well,
there.
that's fine, because I've got some people that have come in. So number one, I've been given a big well done, because apparently she went, Tim, excellent pronunciation, first time on my last name. Thanks very much, I like that.
Who was that from?
That was from Stephanie Theodos.
Theodos, yeah.
Now, did I get it right second time? Probably
yeah,
not.
You did.
Right, we've also had, yes, Leann, I'm feeling and looking very peely-wally.
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 P.S. I'm from Kilmarnock in Scotland. Hello, everyone. I'm from New Hampshire, and welcome, Tim. That's from Diane. My grandson has an English granddad and a Welsh tide. Oh, very nice. That's from Alexandra. And Jean just says, good morning, everyone. Stephanie, this is such a clever card for anyone, Leann. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. I love it when you get to see cards that are different, something that you don't always get to see. Now, I know you guys are probably very aware of them, but you don't get to see them all the time. And you especially wouldn't buy them somewhere, really, unless you're buying like, your wonderful creations. You've kind of sped up now in layering.
Yes. So what I'm doing is using all of the circles that I cut out, you know, in the ever-decreasing circles to mat and layer the base of my card. So this will be the base of my easel card. And I should have done this before I put the mechanism on. So there we go. I've done the matting and layering. Now I can stick this top piece on. So I'll just put a little bit more glue on.
Okay.
Line it up on the top and push it down. And that has created the base of my easel card for the top of the easel card to go on. So that is that bit.
Gotcha,
right.
Okay.
Now to create the top bit that stands up, you can see we've got the hinge bit that's stuck down the inch, and then we've got our mountain here. This is the back, this is the front of the card where your easel will be displayed. So you're going to add glue to this piece only, no further, not beyond this part of the score line, only at this part of the score line.
Yeah.
With your third piece of white card that we cut out.
Okay, because that's where you're going to write your message on, like if you want
Correct.
to say like happy birthday.
Yeah,
and
you can absolutely write it there.
I like it. See? Diane's also gone, good morning everyone. This card's so appropriate. My husband Ron's birthday is tomorrow and he's turning 67, born in 1959.
Oh, perfection. Right, so now we're going to put this circle on top. So because we've put the glue only there, which you can see, and there's no glue here, we can line this circle up fully on top. We don't have to try and get it angled up here to get it stuck in the right place. Just put it down flat. Because it's a circle, there isn't a right or wrong way. Line it up with the edges so that it's nice and smooth, and then give it a good rub, because you're warming the glue when you do that, which improves your adhesion.
Okay.
And then when you've done that and we pick it up, we've created the front of our easel card.
Okay.
Okay, you can see how that's working there.
Yeah, I see.
And then you've got that flat bit at the back where we had no glue. You've got your little bit of your hinge where you stuck it down. We've put the front on, and that creates the mechanism of the easel card. Very easy.
This might be a really silly question, but do you have to use like like a specific thickness of card for things like this, or can you just kind of layer it with thinner card, but it still work?
It's not a silly question at all. I would say for your card base, the white pieces that I'm using, you need to use 280 up. My preference is 300 GSM. For the matting layering, so the yellow and the strippy bits, they can be a really lightweight.
Okay, fine.
You want some structure so that it stands. That's your 280, 240 is a minimum, up to 300 GSM. That's my preference. Everything else can be any weight you like. Okay,
fine. Good to know. Because there may be sometimes, like there isn't, I always say it, but there isn't really a silly question because someone might be wondering it. Because you may be tuning in for the very, very first time. Welcome if you are, and it's the first time you're joining us. But if you have questions, now's your kind of time to ask them. If you see something, you go, oh, Leann, how do I do this? Or how do I do that? Ask the questions. And if we can't quite answer it now, then we can always try to answer it at another point. But never a bad question to ask. So I'm going to keep going.
Absolutely. So we're going to mat and layer this one, just exactly as we did the bottom. There we go. And you see what I've done is I've just used one die down, one space down, to get this lovely mat and layer effect. So that will go on there next. There we go. That's that one. And then finally, we'll use the paper. Do I want the dotty? I'm just having a little conversation with myself. Do I fancy dotty and stripes, or do I want it all stripes? Dotty and stripes, Jamie thinks. Yeah, I agree, Jamie. Let's mix it up a little bit, Jamie, should we? Let's do that. So we'll pop a little bit more of this around here.
I suppose it would just be an aesthetic thing if you used like a double die drop down in.
Yes.
In like size, wouldn't it? It would just be an aesthetic.
Absolutely. So you can, when you're doing your mat and layering, that's a really good point. For the first mat, you could use one drop down, one increment, but the next one you could use two, and then the next one maybe three, and then one again. And you get all that kind of like pyramiding, but with different ratios between the layers. And you can have it could be really impactful. Which, when you've got a die set with that many dies in.
How many come in that? If you know, I mean,
there is 30 nesting dies in that collection.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's the set of dies that you need in your life. I mean, I don't know if we've got any in stock anywhere.
It's good for versatility though, like, you know, that volume and like the amount of dies for the amount you could do and different things you could create.
Yeah, absolutely, completely agree. Now, I need now another little circle to go in the centre, and then I've got my words. I thought I had die cut that, but I haven't, so let's die cut it. I'm just checking all of my bits of card here, make sure I haven't hidden it somewhere. We've got stitched edge ones. Yeah, we can do the same thing with stitched edge, just the card will be a little bit smaller. So if you're looking for some circle dies, I think that's these ones here. So you see we've got the stitched edge circle dies there. You would just be making smaller circle easel cards, but that's fine for postage. This might be something that you hand into someone. You might want to make some smaller ones. You can absolutely do that with those, just in exactly the same way as I'm doing it here. Right, I have got my circle here. I've thought I had been organised. There we go. Now I'm going to get some foam pads because I want to lift that up a little bit. Now, this is interesting for you, Tim. You might not have seen or heard of this before. Where's my little glue? Here it is. When we're putting foam pads onto a topper, we have to follow the law.
Okay, law, right.
The law. And the law is you must always sandwich a wet glue in between your foam pads. Glue to glue.
Glue in between the foam pads.
So even though this foam pad is sticky, self-adhesive, never just go with that as it is. Always put a little bit of wet glue on, because what happens is the adhesive on foam pads in time will dry out with atmosphere.
Right.
So it will, in dry atmospheres or hot atmospheres or just over time in years, degrade, and then the things that you've lovingly made, which are heirlooms, will fall apart. and you don't want that.
So it's okay. So it's like a longevity kind of prevention.
It's a
I like
longevity
it.
prevention,
Nice.
exactly
Okay.
right.
But these are top tips that people might not know, because
Yeah.
you might, and like everything has its purpose and its time frame, but you can always kind of tweak and extend that. So it's good to know these little kind of tips and tricks from the years in the business.
Absolutely. And you know, I think if you've spent hours thinking of the project, die cutting, choosing the papers, making it perfect for the recipient, putting it all together, assembling, if you've done some colouring, if you've done all the die cutting, the last thing you want is for, you know, they want to take it out and they want to look at it and remember when they got that really important milestone card or message from you. The last thing you want is for them to take it out the cupboard and it all fall apart in their hands.
Yeah, of course.
So just take your time and put some wet glue on, as I've done there. Then you take off the little backing pieces. I like to use this pick your pokey down tool for that. It helps. Just take those away. Or at the end of a craft knife sometimes, but don't cut your fingers. If you can do this just with your nails, do, but I get fancy nails on and I can't. So it does, and the heat in the studio does make this backing pretty difficult to get off.
Yes, yeah, of course.
So just use, you can see how I'm using the little picky up pokey down tool just to release that.
I was just thinking as well, I was thinking as well, you could probably kind of almost sort of batch make a few of these sections. Like you could make the bottom sections up, and you could, and then you could almost make like the topper section, and then you've just got the one bit that you know you need to kind of bespoke it for whoever it might be, agency. So if you kind of find a design that you really like, especially if you're going to batch make and you're thinking of selling these or something, you know, you could kind of pre-make a load of this, but then you could almost at your event, at your craft stall, you could say, well, no, I can personalize it right here and right now, because you could have some of the letters done, and then you could make it up for whatever they want those, because we were talking about names earlier, and years and birth years and all that kind of stuff. So you could kind of get the bulk of this done and ready, and then have a little bit of kind of like stock of letters and names and numbers and things ready to go, and then you could just quickly do it for them, and they've got a bespoke card made then and there for them.
I love that idea, and it could even be, because some people are quirky, it could even be an insult.
Yeah, like,
you know, like a friendly insult. My friend and I, we friendly insult each other all the time. So I could put on my friendly insult for her on a card, and you could be doing that for people, and that's very different to anything else you get on the high street, isn't it? Because it's very, very customizable.
And like bespoke, you know, making something bespoke for someone then and there. Because if someone comes to your craft school and you say, look, come back in 5 minutes and I'll have whatever you want, whatever message you want, done and ready to go. That's a big thing. So like learning these kind of tips and tricks is how you could kind of get ahead of the game and thinking about doing stuff. I mean, I might be teaching you to suck eggs. You might already know that and do that, which is great if you do, but if you've never thought of it before, there's an idea for you.
Absolutely. Now, I've got here a tiny little, another circle cut from my nesting set, and this is to help me get the perfect placement of this. Because if I was trying to do this myself, it wouldn't look even. You know how we did the straight line? If you watched the earlier show, I had a straight piece of black card for us to follow and get it nice and straight. This little circle is going to do the same thing for my sentiment for this card. Now what I did was, where's my piece of black card gone? Where is it gone? Anyway.
I like, again, little things that you might not think of doing. To try to make it simple.
To make life easy for yourself, absolutely. So if you watched the show earlier, you will have seen that I stuck my alphabet onto patterned paper, and then I cut round it to make my sentiment. This time, I've just done it onto a black cardstock. Okay, so you can see I've done that. So exactly the same way. So you stick your letter down, and then you take your little snips or your bigger scissors, and just use your dotty tape pen or a sticker machine to do that. You're going to go around your letter like that, and then if you want to take out the middle, you can take it out with a craft knife, but you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. All right, so that's how you will make your letters. I've done all of that already. That's what you would do with all of them, but I've got them here ready, so we'll go straight to them. Now, a little bit of repositionable tape or a tiny bit of glue if you want to keep that still, or you can just hold it still. You don't have to worry because you might not want the transference of glue into the middle of your card. But what this is going to do is allow me to find my letters and get them in the perfect arc around the circle. Like that, and then I can put them in place. And it really does help you. And then when you come to do the 1961 at the bottom, you'll do the same thing. So let's start and stick these down.
I was just looking at those letters, and in the colour that you've gone for there, just with the black backing, if you change the cardstock, the decorative layering cardstock, I almost think they could look a little bit Art Deco.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
So the only reason I was thinking that because I'd randomly, luckily, been at a hotel kind of place that had been revamped in an Art Deco style, and just because of those straight lines, but I think it's the colourway that really makes me kind of think of that kind of yellowy gold with that black backing. So just because the set is, you know, kind of known as that retro set, doesn't mean you have to think of it just in that way. You can use it and adapt it.
Or in a beautiful teal and gold.
Yeah, whatever kind of projects you're thinking of. So you could kind of theme this in ever so slightly subtly different ways. But I love the way of kind of structuring this card together. And like Diane was saying that she loves this set of dies. And really using it. And Joel has come in saying good morning from Washington State. And Pat said that I think I will make his birthday card for one of my girlfriend's 70th birthdays. I got the showstopper, but wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it. Well, there you go. See, now you know exactly what you could do with it. And sometimes that's what you need, just a little bit of kind of inspiration. If anyone had gone to see, I don't know if anyone got to go and see Oasis.
Oh.
I'm just hearing lots of no's. I went.
My son did.
Loved it.
Twice.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But this also reminds me of their T-shirt style.
Yes.
Their design style that they've gone with.
The pretty green ones.
Yeah, really nice. So, like, you know, maybe that's someone really loves them, and you want to use this particular style to create a birthday card for them in that kind of way. You know, all these things lend themselves to work.
That would be perfect for my son. He absolutely loves Oasis. He went twice to the tour.
Yeah, I must admit, I thought they were great. Although I am this year, I'm now my other kind of gigs that I'm getting to go to. Bon Jovi.
Oh, I love Bon Jovi.
Going to go and see Bon Jovi. Quite excited about that one.
Oh,
That'll be really
word.
Good. And then I'm also going to get to see Cody Johnson, who's a country singer.
I like Cody Johnson. I'm going to, I like Cody Johnson too. I love a bit of country. And I'm also going to, it's called Made in Nashville. And it's like a little festival, a day festival in Sunderland. And it's all tribute artists. Yeah. So we've got Shania Twain, Luke Combs, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, Post Malone. We've got quite a few, like modern and older country artists. It's going to be fabulous.
Great.
I've got my outfit sorted.
Nice.
I've got my cowgirl hat and my tassely jacket and my boots. I got them in Dallas. I got them in Dallas at Crafterganza. There we go. So once you've decorated the top, you need your little. You need your little stoppy flopper stoppy. Your stoppy floppy.
What do we call it?
A flopper stopper.
A flopper stopper.
Yeah. And you're going to use your foam pads for your flopper stopper. Let me just get some more. Where are they? Where did I put them? Oh, there they are, yes. Thank you, Jamie. Right. Now, the circle I use to go around is actually my flopper stopper. So it means that you don't have to worry about cutting more than one. Take your stickies off the back, and to make it an effective flopper stopper, I like to do double foam paddage. So let me show you that. But you would always sandwich with a layer of glue. Mm-hmm. So a bit of glue here.
Right.
And then one more on top.
And then you need to put the wet, like another bit of glue on
Another wet
before
bit
you
of-
stick it down onto
Correct.
the cardstock. Right, okay.
Lovely. Let's take this off. The bane of my life, the back of red liner tapes and foam pad toppers. And after all these years, you think I'd have a better technique, wouldn't you?
This is going to be one of those things, eventually there'll be an invention that will come out
Yeah.
where the backing tape will disintegrate when you put your finger on
Oh,
it, or
yes,
something
please.
crazy, you know.
You'd think as head of product development, I would have been able to work that out for myself, wouldn't you?
I don't know, I think that's quite a challenge, quite a challenge to come up with that.
I think I'm gonna accept that challenge and see what I can do, because it. Right, let's pop this in place. Now, before you put that down, it helps to decide, do you want this to lie down quite flat? Do you want it to stand proud? Where would you like it to be? Like this. Do you want it to lie flat? Do you want it to stand up proud? Where would you like it? And once
I
you've
think it
decided-
needs to stand up a bit, because I kind of want to see a little bit of that, a bit more of
Okay.
the colours that are
So
there
then
in
you
the
put your
bottom.
stopper flopper down, stopper, and that's where that'll stay, all right? And then we
Nice.
can, if you want, die cut another couple of
Numbers,
numbers,
letters.
but I don't think that's the right. 1950, 69, isn't it? There we go. Is it right? Yes, 51. No, because my mum's was born in 1951 and she's 75.
What we it would be 51, so it'd be 50 years would be 01.
55,
60
75.
Years,
75,
yeah.
isn't it? Right, well, you would cut yourself a 75. We've mixed one of the numbers up, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, does it?
We're not
Oh.
saying that it could be a quirky card. It might
Could be a
that
quirky card.
you were made in 1951, but you're actually only 9.
Yeah, exactly
It's
right.
in leap years.
Exactly right. Or
Leap-
you could just write yourself a little message on there. You
Leap
could
years.
forget
Yeah,
that
you could. You could
and
just
just
do
get
your
a
little
pen
happy birthday.
and write a little message like, you only look 21.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm looking for a pen now.
I was always looking forward to that moment when I was able to walk into a shop and they would then kind of ask me for identification for how old I was. And now they never ask. And all right. They're saying in my ear, they're like, oh, I still get ID'd. I think it's the colour of my hair. I found a photo the other day where I still had like dark hair and a dark beard. It looked very weird. Very strange. Oh, there you go. See, lovely.
Yeah, so that could be your personal little message in there if you want to, which is different, but equally fabulous. So here we've got one where the age is correct. And there we've got one where we've improvised.
But this is what's great. But like, again, you could literally have that made in 19 and then you could only have to glue on a couple of numbers and then a plain thing where they can write their message. Bam, done. So you could really kind of batch make things a little bit ahead of your time. So you've got good opportunities for that. So if you do want to go for that kit in the UK, £27.19, you're going to be getting the dies and you're going to be getting the papers. If you're over in the US, $37.19 if you want to be able to go for that. So you'll get the letters and you'll get the numbers included, and the 12 by 12 cardstock will be there for you as well. Now, I have had a couple of pictures come in, so let me just kind of show you these pictures that have come through. So, we had one from Alex, and she said, good afternoon. Tim asked for photos of our latest projects, so here is mine. I'm working on the next crafterganza at-home class, but my craft room is unbearably hot. Yeah, it is pretty toasty at the moment, isn't it? So, you see that one there?
Oh, we did that on Monday night, Crafterganza at home, me and Sarah.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
education, and that's stenciling through inking through a stencil with a clear ink,
Yes.
and then heat embossing powder over the top and heating it. It looks beautiful. Well done.
There we go. And then I do have another picture for you, so bear with me 1 second while I get that one up, which has come, oh, I've got another couple that have come through. So Debbie, this one has come through from you. She says she's kind of getting ready to make up the next kind of train that we saw a picture of earlier on. So she's cutting out all the pieces for the next Christmas train. Yeah, maybe she's got her own crafty setup, little overhead shot. Or maybe she kind of shouted downstairs and got someone to come upstairs and take the picture while she was doing it, trying to recreate us live here. And then I have got one other picture, which, I think it's another furry friend one. Oh, it is. Hello, Leann and the crew from Beth and Tony. Here is our grand dog who has just landed in England with his master today. Tony had tissues ready for happy tears. Check out this.
Love Beth and Tony. Beth and Tony are oh, look.
Look
So
at that.
Beth and Tony, Beth came to our Crafterganza in the UK, and Tony watches Crafters TV when I'm on because he likes my accent.
Oh, nice.
So we surprised Tony, and I gave him a telephone call from Crafterganza. I surprised him in the pub when he was having dinner. I phoned him on Beth's phone. So that was a bit of a treat. I hope you're both doing well, and I hope Tony sat down with a cup of tea watching. Mwah.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that lovely? Now, we've had some more comments come in as well. So, hello, Leann and everyone. I have sent a picture by email today of my granddog, that which just came through from Elizabeth. Lynn, has Tim got his CC Facebook page yet? Is this what I've got to set up, or is someone else going to do it?
We will task a person to do that for you.
Oh, wow. No, but then watch this space.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll fill it with, but we'll see. Pat says, Tim, so happy you like country music. Sometimes as they talk about singers, I don't know who they're talking about, unless useless oldies like me. That's from Pat. Honestly, Pat, I love country. I wish I could have gone to see Luke Combs as well, but I just couldn't get the tickets for that one sorted out. This is such a fun card, Leann. Great tips too. Always love being in your classrooms. That's from Jean Marie. Stephanie says 75 is correct. We kind of made that change for it. Again, we've had Alexandra saying 75 is correct. I was born in 54. Pat says, great card, Leann. Thank you for the inspiration. I love your improv, Leann, Cindy Connell says. And then great cards. Thank you, Leann. So it's lovely to hear from you. Lovely that you're kind of all joining in with us as well, and that there's so many of you. I need a better flopper stopper for my iPad.
You do need a flopper stopper.
Honestly, paid money for that one, didn't even work. Anyway, so I do believe that Leann's decided to get another little crafty demonstration ready for us.
Because everybody I had some comments where people liked the little bookmark on the gift bag that we did this morning, and then I talked to you there when I was saying, oh, and if you've seen the show this morning, that's how we did the alphabet. And I thought, you know what, let's just show you how we did the alphabet, and then you know, and you've got everything in the one show when you watch it back to be able to make that card. So
like it.
I have just cut, again, some matinees, a piece of white card, a matinee of a black piece, and then the patterned paper. And you can choose, do you want strippy or dotty?
Stripes.
Stripes?
I'm liking the stripes.
Okay, no problem.
Kind of
And then
making me
we'll
feel
lay
like
that up.
lollipops.
And then
What
we've
do I
got, oh, by the way, this is what we're making.
Okay.
So then you need your white and black piece to showcase your alphabet. So again, that's just a matinee. And I'll give you the sizes actually, because you might be wanting the exact sizes at home. So this is 2.5 inches wide and 7 1/4 inches tall. And then these are all 1/4 inch smaller. This one is 1 1/2 inches wide and 6 inches tall, and then that is 1/4 inch smaller all the way around. And then you just need some scraps for your alphabet, okay? And then we'll stick together. So we'll start matting and layering again. So easy. I think you can make fabulous projects and things that look really expensive and fabulous by just doing matting and layering. And whenever I get asked, what is it, I'm new to card making, Leann, what is it I need to learn? What is it I need to know? My advice is always, get a really good scoring board and a bone folder, get a really good paper trimmer, invest in that, a pair of good scissors, and then mat and layer, mat and layer, mat and layer, mat and layer. And your projects will look professional out of the gate, because you'll have lovely straight lines, you'll have beautiful crisp folds, and you'll have projects which are framed beautifully. And when you do that, it takes things from homemade to handmade, and they look professional.
I think that's all. I always remember that thing of doing something quite simple but doing it very well.
Yes.
Really stands out, and it does.
Yes.
It makes it look really good. So you doing this, I've got back into reading and things again. I listen to a lot of audiobooks because I do a lot of driving, but when I can, I'm trying to get back into doing a bit more reading. So I was looking for a bookmark because I used to always fold the corner of my pages over.
Yes.
And I thought, I want to be doing that. I want to put a bookmark in there. But I didn't like all the ones in the shops, or they were really tiny and they didn't kind of work very well. So having something like this that you could make up, that you could personalise, that you could put together, again, you could have lots of these layered ready to go, and then you could add personalisation to it if you are working at a craft fair or stall or something like that, or if you are selling them online or you've got a little crafty business. This is a great way of doing something really simple that people want, that's functional, that's useful. And also, sometimes when you just don't know what to get someone as a gift, you give them something very simple and go, actually, do you know what? That's really useful. I really like that. Perfect. And this is what we want you to do with these kits, not just have the kit sitting there on your shelf and not use it.
Exactly.
Experiment, play with it, use it. The whole point of these is to create, is to make stuff with it, is to craft, is to do that skill that you're really kind of honing in on. And then you get the opportunity to show that off to everyone else.
And you know, just talking about that, if you're making to sell at craft fairs, you could make these, you know, like the Akatar book series is huge, isn't it? And the Fourth Wing book series, everybody's reading them. You could do these bookmarks with Akatar on there, or you could do one with Rhysand, Tamlin, Feyre, Nesta.
Nice.
And you could then customise it to the characters in the book. People are going to want to buy that and keep that bookmark in their book when they're reading it. You know, I mean, it's really, you could absolutely do that and then sell those on at the craft fairs. So you can theme them to the book genres that people are reading, or the actual story. I think that would be brilliant. Like, if this is my sister-in-law, I'd have to do one with Hunt on there, because that's a character from Crescent City and he's her favourite. So it would just be easy to do that as gifts for people that you're sending it to. Makes it really personal and lovely. Right, so I've got that all laid up now, just cutting different shapes, matting and airing, matting and airing, matting and airing, make sure everything's nice and straight and even and stuck, and it looks very professional, elevated straight away. You're then going to cut out from black cardstock your letters, and you can either with a dotty tape pen or a sticker maker pop those onto a scrap piece of your paper. Like that. And this is for paper piecing, because you could take this alphabet and you could then cut each of these letters out of a yellow, a green, a purple, a red, and piece all of the papers in. Like this one's been done. This is being paper pieced. So look, that's all of the S's in there, a paper pieced, all of the yellows, the A. That's a lot of hard work, and it's fiddly.
What, each little bit?
Yeah. Can you imagine? With glue,
No,
and I mean, we
no.
do it with tiny bits. We do it with tiny bits, and it does look lovely. It looks lovely, but my word, is it fiddly?
I'd wind up using some very colourful language.
Honestly. So if you want to do that, but you just haven't got the time or the energy, then you do this. So you just...
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm Team Leann.
Exactly right. And then you just cut round with your scissors, trace the outside. You can take the centre out with a craft knife if you want to, or you can just leave it as part of the design and ambience, which, you know, I like to do too. So you don't have to take the middles out if you don't want to. Just go around the edge like that, and it still works.
Yeah.
So you can leave it like that, or you can take your craft knife and cut the middle out. It's entirely up to you, however you want it to look.
Do you know, with the filling still in the middle of the A,
Yeah.
reminds me a bit of a jukebox.
Yes, absolutely, for another retro card.
Yeah.
You could put some little liquid pearls on there, make some little twirls and dials.
Yeah.
You've got a jukebox. I love
Oh,
that.
see,
You
look at
cut a
me.
couple of little black circles out from your nesting dies. Do a little coloured one in the middle. Punch a hole in the middle. A vinyl.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, with your little jukebox.
Yeah.
So your creativity will go wild.
See, my crafty juices are flowing.
Right, so the same as we did this morning, but I'll remind for those who are just tuning in now, when we're spelling something out onto a longer piece, we put on the first letter the right way around. There we go. And then we put on the last letter. And by doing that, you can then space it out evenly. If you tried to spell it, you wouldn't get it nice and even. You would get a bigger gap somewhere else, or you'd be trying to squish this in at the end, it'd be overhanging, or you'd have a massive bit of white left at the end, and it gets very frustrating. And that's what stops it from looking handmade and makes it look homemade, especially if you're wanting to sell these. You're wanting to pay attention to those little details, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Pop that on there. You can punch a hole in the top, pop a little bit of ribbon through, and you've got a lovely bookmark gift.
Love it. Beautiful, nice and simple, easy, elegant, something that you could do, and something you could get the kids involved with as well. You know, they could make their own one up. It could be that you want them to start reading a little bit more. And you know what, like my nieces, when you give them one little thing that they feel is very special, it makes them want to do something that little bit more. So like if you get them to create their own bookmark, it encourages them to want to read that little bit more as well. So let me just recap one more time what you're actually going to be getting with that entire bundle. So the platinum price is £27.19 here in the UK. If you are over in the US of A, it is going to be $37.19 for you. What you're going to be getting is all of the numbers included, and you will be getting all of the alphabet, all of the letters included there. So that will be your 2 sets of dies that you've got. And then you're going to be getting the 12 by 12 set of papers included here as well. So you'll be getting that zigzag design, and all of them have the reverse of that spotty colour. Then you've got your rainbows. Then you've got the leaf designs, followed by that kind of triangular, kind of geometric design. And then you've got those kind of stripes, but they flash out from that one corner, going thinner into fatter. So you're getting 5 designs, and you get 7 of each of the designs included in that pack for you. So it's a great little bundle that you've all got together. Now I have had another couple of photos that have come through for you. So this one came from, I think it was Jean Marie. Yes, this one was from Jean Marie, and it was kind of a collage of her latest 3 projects that she had done. And I love the kind of complexity and the difference, you know, so many different things that you've done there.
Do you know, Tim, they're all from the Crafterganza class that we did on Monday night. We taught those 3 projects. I did the emboss and the flowers, and Sarah did the little ahoy there, ship in the middle. And
nice.
Jean, you've done such a good job of those. I really think they're fabulous.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice work, Jean. Thanks very much for sending those through. And I have got one other picture that I believe has come through here, and this is it Hilly? So this is, so this is Hillary. Is it Hillary that sent this through, but this is Holly, the Collie. Oh.
Isn't she lovely?
How adorable. And that's so the face of, are we going out yet? Are we going out? Am I going out? Am I going out? Can we go? Now? Can I go out now? Now? No. Yes. Come on. It's just the eyes. You just know that that's all they're asking. Absolutely superb. Can I quickly show the absolute giant alphabet that I've got?
Yeah. Isn't it marvellous?
What a whopper. Just in case you felt like you needed a really... Now, did anyone else, when they were a kid in primary school, used to have them giant books?
Yeah.
The huge, great big things. They were like A1 size or something like, this is the bookmark you need for that book.
It is.
You know, so maybe if you are a teacher and you're thinking about starting some new things, because we're in summer holidays here at the moment in the UK. I assume you're on summer holidays in America as well. But maybe you're thinking you need to get some things for the classroom or something. This could be great. Maybe you need something for, I don't know, you've got like a little coffee shop or something for the menus or whatever. Bigger letters that you've got here, and just to give you a bit of an idea and inspiration as to what you could do with that, how about this one?
Isn't it fabulous?
This little kind of hanger. I like the patterns there as well. And then you could do, this is like a kind of frame style one, so you could get the kids involved for their bedroom doors.
Yeah.
You know, they could decorate and theme something. It could be that even if you've got a kids' party and they all want to make something like this up, quite simple, quite easy, quite nice. Something that's very, you know, adaptable, and they can chop and change it as they want to. Keeps them occupied for a
Good
little
use
bit.
of the ombre glitter pad as well.
And then, look at this one.
I know.
For your craft room. Ah, that's really good. So you say that again. So on the packaging, you get a QR code. So it's digital tuition from Debbie Robinson about how to use them.
Yeah.
Again, it's like all the extras that come included. Now, speaking of extras, don't forget that Leann was telling me this earlier on, they've made things simpler here now on Crafters TV, that you can go back and you can watch each, is it right, each individual show now? So it's, you can pick and choose watching each little different individual show. So if you want to learn something about it, you can do that. If you want to be able to back watch something specific or pause it so you can jot down the measurements like Leann was giving you out for the bookmarks there or anything, you can do that as well. So crafters have listened and they're delivering back to you. Please do make sure you have a look on our website as well, because there is loads still on there and there are some crazy good prices. Some reductions of even up to about 80%. So if you wanted to get hold of a bundle and you want to do some more with it and you want to have a bit more practice, you want to have a bit of freedom, this is your chance to now do that. Or stocking up on some of your staples, whether it's cardstocks, whether it's your pens or anything like that, or if you're brand new. Leann, what was your top list? We need a good quality guillotine.
A good quality guillotine or paper trimmer, there's some good scissors, a bone folder or scoreboard, and some good glue.
So there you go. That's what you've got to start with, and then obviously you're going to need some card. So you need some card stock, get some card, and then away you go. Start your project. Now, we are going to take a short little pause, but don't worry, because there is more for you still to stay tuned for. Because coming up at 3 o'clock, we have the launch day episode, which is a little repeat for you that you'll be able to see. And then 4 till 6 o'clock, we have got a 2-hour cartload special for you, where there is a lot in there, some amazing savings. There might even be a few tweaks to some bundles that you maybe haven't seen before, so there might be a little bit of a difference in there. So have a look through. It'd be lovely to have your company, and if you can join us again, if you've been with me for the day, it would be fantastic to have your company. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. Please do keep sending your pictures and your messages in. It's been great seeing what you've been up to, and I can't wait to kind of get involved with you a little bit more. I am feeling almost a little bit itchy, like I need to start getting my hands on some paper. Who knows what's going to happen by the time I'm here next week, if I'm still here next week. Right, anyway, see you in a couple of hours. I need a cup of tea.